in Ireland, and across continents. And why does this happen? Because of his socio-development projects which empower individuals, societies, communities. It's the message of global peace, security, harmony, sustainable development, environment protection, each one of these issues which holds so much significance in today's world of chaos and uncertainty. One world, one family, lots of love, lots of harmony. And it is particularly encouraging that this event be held in Ireland, and he's coming here for the first time, because it resonates so well with the quintessential spirit of Ireland, which is one of the most accepting, tolerant, inclusive countries in the whole world, where people from all colors and creed, no matter what their origin is, can aspire to dream, and more importantly, to make their dreams come true. And it is important that this event is being held at DCU. Brian just mentioned to you that there are a large number of Indian students. We have various activities which bind us together in a sustainable manner. And this is a tribute to the youth power. And in today's audience, I would like to salute each and every youth that is present here. And lastly, I would like to salute each one of you, Indians and Irish, who have taken the time to come here for this extraordinary event, which implies so many things to so many people. Each one of you, in your own small or big way, are making a difference to bringing our two countries together, India and Ireland, at every level. You are providing the sustainability. And this ties in with the theme of the sustainability of the message of Gurudev about sustainable relationships, sustainable holistic health, sustainable development, sustainable environment. With this, I take great pleasure in inviting Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar onto the stage, the founder of Art of Living, the reformist, the humanist, and the personal development preacher.
Just 1 minute. Mr. President of the university, there's a little piece from India.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's so nice. Hats off to this. Lovely. So how are you all doing? Everyone? So today it is Ireland Meditates, right? We're all going to do something wonderful, something that is the very basis of human values. Meditation. You know, in order to meditate or to discuss something very dear to us, we need to be in a very informal atmosphere. Formal atmosphere doesn't suit for meditation or to do something that is very close to our heart, our soul. Isn't it? Do you all feel at home? You know, I always feel at home wherever I go. Though I'm coming here for the first time, still I'm totally at home. Let's do a short exercise. Are you ready for it? Yes. Just turn around, look back in front of you and greet those who are sitting next to you. Say whatever, I belong to you, or greet the people around you. Can you have some more light on the audience, please? Yeah, let me see more, little more. There, now I can see you all. Now I have a question for you. Did you really greet the person next to you or just did it as a formality? You don't have to tell the person next to you. But you ask the question to yourself. Did we really greet the person next to us? Or we just did, hi, hello, how are you? You know, most of the pleasantries we exchange in day-to-day life are just from the lips. Someone brings us a glass of water, we say, oh, thank you so much. That so much does not have any meaning, you know. We really don't mean thank you so much. We are not in a desert. We are not in Sahara Desert where we are really starving and we are so thirsty and someone brings a glass of water and says thank you so much. I just want to bring your attention to the fact that we live a life which is very superficial. Most of the time, all the words we say, pleasantries we exchange, the way we relate with people are all very superficial. Do you agree with me? Yes. You know, when we continue our life like this, everything is formal, everything is structured, there is no chaos. Then life is very boring, dull, and we end up being depressed. Today, 40% of people in Europe are depressed, is what the statistics says. It's very alarming, isn't it? It's really alarming. You know, we convey more through our presence than through our words. Isn't it? I can stand here and talk about love for 2 hours, but that may not give you what a puppy will tell you in 2 minutes. Or in 10 seconds maybe. You have a dog at home and you come back home and the dog, you know, jumps all around and expresses how much it loves you. Isn't it? How many have you pets at home here? Raise your hands. Yeah, you know. Or you have seen that happening. Or babies at home. When the babies look at you, they look at you with all their heart. Somewhere we are missing out on this aspect of our life. We verbalize our feelings too much, we verbalize everything, and we miss that silent part of us which conveys who we really are. Meditation is getting in touch with that aspect of you. That core of our existence. From where the thoughts come, from where the emotions come, from where life progresses. Are you all here? Are you all here? Did you notice as I'm talking, the mind is already drifting away? Huh? I'm not talking alone. As I'm speaking, you're also speaking with me. Your mind is saying yes. You're saying no. You're saying yes. You're saying no. And you agree what you already know and you don't agree what you don't know. Right? It's very complex. Human consciousness is the most beautiful thing and the mind is so complex. And life is a combination of simplicity and complexity. If you forget any one aspect of life, we are missing the boat. So, did we really greet the person next to you? Did you really greet the person next to you? Question mark. As I said, we convey more through our presence than through our words. But what have we done in our life which improves our presence? Suppose we are tensed in the morning or we had a fight at home, an argument at home, and we go to our office. You know, we carry those vibes with us. Isn't it? Or you had an argument at home and you carry back home those vibes and you come and you know, the kids at home, for no reason you pour on them. And they wonder what has happened to dad today, or mom today. You know, neither at home nor in school we learn how to improve our vibrations. Our positive mindset, how to get rid of tension, how to get rid of negativity. We wait for time to lapse and take care of those. That too, we do it unconsciously. Meditation is that exercise which helps you to transform all those negative vibes into that of positive. Meditation is that exercise which relieves you of all stress and tension and makes you alive, more vibrant, with positivity, with creativity, with compassion, with sense of belongingness with everybody. See, let's see our life from a bigger picture. Suppose you live for 80 years. Now, how do we manage our time? You have any idea? Have you ever thought about it? Huh? Suppose you live for 80 years. You know, 40 years we spend in sleeping. Half the time. Nearly half the time. Maybe 35. And if you have insomnia, in the middle age or in the old age, at least 30 years of our life is spent in the bed. And the rest of the time, just calculate. You spend 2 hours a day eating, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and some cappuccino or in the cafeteria, all that. 2 hours per day, you add up. How much it comes to? Nearly 8 years. 8 years we spend in eating, and around 7 to 8 years we spend in the bathrooms and toilets. And 10 years we spend in the traffic. And hardly you have 3-4 years of your life which you can count as when you have spent life happily, with joy, with compassion, with all those values we hold very dear to us. Isn't it? So shifting the context to our life makes a very big difference in our day-to-day dealing with people around us. Then we get enormous confidence to handle things around us, enormous confidence to handle the challenges that we have faced in life. Are you all still here? You're not taking a coffee break? Mentally. So meditation is, I would say, is like mental hygiene. You have dental hygiene. We are all taught how to brush the teeth. Kids don't want to do it. And the moms force them to do it till it becomes a habit for them. Correct? Huh? Were you all forced to brush your teeth, or you did it on your own? Sometime you were forced. And later on it became a habit for you. In the same way, meditation is that process which can help your mind to get rid of all the negativities, negative feelings, negative urges, tendencies, anger, greed, lust, arrogance, all these negative qualities which you don't want to have can be done away with, or can be managed well. Yeah, there are some empty seats. You can come. Don't worry, we are very informal, we are at home. We need to wake up and see, let's not hold up in a small little world. Me, my immediate family, and my own friends, and we remain in the small circle of 8-10 people, and we fight with them, and we become miserable thinking about them. We need to expand our purview, our vision about our own life. We live in this planet of 7 billion people, and you're part of every one of them. Can you own the whole planet as yours? You can. When you feel freedom from within, when you feel free from stress, when you are at home with everybody, when you accept all different philosophies and tendencies, mindsets of people, as though they are part of you. Meditation helps you to do this. Meditation establishes a connection with the whole world, with the whole humanity, with nature, in such a manner you feel totally at home with everybody. You start respecting the nature, start honoring the nature. Don't we all want this today? Yeah? There is so much talk about environment everywhere. How can you care for environment if it is not coming from inside? When you don't feel for it, how can you work for it? Yeah? What do you say? You must feel for the environment. You must feel that this is, this is part of me. Like I take care of my body, I have to take care of my environment. This attention towards our world, whether it's environment, whether it's different cultures, civilization or language or whatever it is, becomes a spontaneous nature of yours when we start releasing the stress that we accumulate in day-to-day activity and connect with ourselves. When we connect with ourselves, when we find that freedom that we are, it's a different world that we create for ourselves. My vision is to see a violence-free society. This I am saying because I have seen nearly 800,000 people around the world in the prisons who, after committing a crime, feel they are victims of their own emotions, their impulsiveness. They are not bad people. It's lack of education, lack of understanding that led them in that direction. If they had known, if they have learned some meditation, some breathing exercises, know how to handle their own mind, their impulsive behavior, they would never have committed a crime. And this is their confession. So we need to teach them mental hygiene. What do you say? If you see through my eyes, I don't see any bad guys. They are good people, but misled, or due to ignorance, they chose the path of self-destruction. They need to be educated. Education is not just stuffing someone with information, but creating a personality that is vibrant, that is positive, that has a broad outlook towards life, that has a feeling for human life, that has feeling for life as such. Education cannot kill all your natural instincts or feelings, and you just get stuck in your head with lots of information. Inside you don't feel anything. You put a bunch of kids in a room. If one kid cries, you know what happens? All the other kids will start crying. They may be strangers. They may not have any connection, but they have a feeling for each other. If one kid starts laughing for no reason, you don't need a joke there. You don't need a comedian to say something. All the kids will start laughing. It's contagious. Happiness is also contagious. Like misery is contagious. One member of your family is upset and is depressed, they don't let anyone else be happy, isn't it? They are depressed, but they snatch your smile also. To some extent, they snatch your smile. May not be to the full extent. Am I correct? Do you agree with me? So it's our responsibility to see that people learn how to get rid of stress, how to manage the mind. The mind vacillates all the time between past and future. We're always thinking about the past, regret about the past, anxious about the future, angry about the past, and nervous about the future. Isn't it what we are doing? The mind swings in this like a pendulum, and this swing itself causes enormous amount of toxins in our nervous system, in our brain, in our body. And soon we become a wreck. And we fail to connect to our intuitive ability. As a kid, we all had intuitive ability. Our thoughts were right on the dot. Our ideas were very brilliant. We were quite creative. But at some point of time, even as adolescents, we had it to great extent. But then, when we become a stressed adult, we lose our intuitive ability. We lose a lot of creative stuff, that creative impulse that we used to have. Meditation is a way to connect back to our intuitive ability. It is the way to rekindle our creative impulses and rekindle the joy of living. Okay, so I will do a short meditation now, and then I'll take questions from you all. Huh? Now, meditation is not sitting and thinking something. It's a journey from sound to silence and from movement to stillness. Yeah? Okay. Now I would like you to say a word. Okay? Let's say, How long could you say? Only as long as there was breath, right? Now, without using breath, let us say mentally. How long can we say? Let's see. No, not using your breath. Don't say it loud. Mentally say You say mentally when you say see? So you can say forever. It doesn't end. That's why letters in Sanskrit are called akshara, means that which doesn't end at all, that doesn't perish at all. See? Can go on forever. Yeah? So, now let's sit with our spine erect. Now we'll meditate for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. Now you cannot get up in the middle and go. Is it okay? Someone is in a hurry. They should think about right now. Otherwise you will be disturbing others around us. Huh? And there is one ritual you may have to follow. You know what that? Take that cell phone and press that red button in it. Yeah? Silent mode. Okay. Now I'm going to put a stopwatch here. So let's sit with our spine erect, shoulders relaxed, and let's shake our hands. Let's shake our hands and get rid of all the restlessness and tension that we have accumulated during the course of the day. Yeah? And you can shake your head also. If someone says something unacceptable, you say, no, no, no. Remember? As a child also you did. Say, no way. No, no. Shake your head also. And now close your eyes and keep shaking. And now rocking. Let's keep rocking side to side and keep shaking and rocking. Just for 30 seconds. Continue rocking. Eyes closed, and we are conscious of every move that we are making. We are shaking our head, shaking our hands, and we are rocking side to side. And now let's be still. Stop shaking. Our shoulders are relaxed, arms are relaxed, spine erect. Eyes closed. Notice the difference. Now let's become aware of our whole body. Our body is the most precious gift that we have. Let's honor our own body. Our body has billions of cells. Let's honor our own body. Relax your legs, your arms, the thorax region. Relax your shoulders. Let's become aware of the second dimension, the breath. Let's become aware of the air all around us and inside of us. Like fish in the water, we are in air. Let's feel the air in and around the body. Let's keep our eyes closed. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Another deep breath in with a smile. Hold the breath and let go. Once again, let's breathe in. Hold the breath and let go. Breathe in again. Hold the breath and keep the smile and let go. Let's move on to the third dimension, the mind. Our body is like the wick of a candle. The mind is like that of a glow. Our mind is all around the body and inside of it. Now let's say the syllable ah. Let's feel the sound. Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them come. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, whatever thoughts are coming, just let them come. They come and they go on their own. Let's become aware of space in front of us. Ten inches of space right in front of us. Our body is emitting energy, vibrations, and that is very much present in this space, 10 inches in front of you. Another deep breath in and let go and relax. Now let's become aware of our right side, space towards the right side. Just take your attention to the right side ear and the space to the right side. Let's take our attention to the back side now. Become aware of the back of your head and your back, shoulder blades, your spine, and about 10 to 12 inches of space behind your body. A gentle attention without much stress and effort. Now let us rotate our attention to the left side. Become aware of the left ear and the space towards the left side. Let's take our attention to the top of the head. and become aware of the space above the head. Let us become aware of the space above the head up to the ceiling of this auditorium. Let's take another deep breath in and let go. And relax and let go all your efforts. Incoming breath energizes the body, and outgoing breath brings relaxation. Let us become familiar with this phenomenon. As you breathe in, your body is getting energized, and as you breathe out, relaxation happens. Let's do it with a big smile. As you smile, all the muscles in your face gets relaxation. As the body relaxes, the mind expands, and vice versa. Just let go of all your efforts. Whatever thoughts are coming, just let them come. Let's keep a big smile on our face and repose in smile. And let the smile percolate through the whole body. Relax and let go of all your efforts. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You are peace. You are peace. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's take another deep breath in with a big smile. And slowly breathe out, keeping the smile. Let us become aware of our body and surroundings. Another deep breath in. And as you breathe out slowly and gradually, you may open your eyes. Was it good? Yeah? You know how long you meditated? 25 minutes, 35 seconds. Okay. How many of you didn't feel the time at all? 25 minutes passed by. How many of you didn't feel it? Can you raise your hand? Let me see. Yeah. See, that is meditation. You don't feel the time. You know, time flies by. Time flies when you meditate. Okay. Now I'm ready for questions. You have some questions to ask? You have something to ask?
Gurudev.
Yeah.
First question comes from Counselor Miss Poonam Rane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Namaste, Gurudev. Firstly, I would like to welcome you and thank you for visiting Ireland. My name is Poonam Rani, and I'm the newly elected councillor in Dublin. My question to you, Gurudev, this evening. Thank you. My question to you, Gurudev, this evening is, I've often had discussions with people that the evolution of technology has made us human beings more compulsive, thrive on virtual relationships, in fact, more distracted, that we are actually not living life to the fullest. I'm not suggesting that we stop the evolution, as we all know that technology does improve our lives. But there's a question I have. How does one ensure that you live life in these virtual mechanisms that make up our modern world? Thank you.
Yeah. If you have heard what the techies are doing in IT cities, whether it's Bangalore or Silicon Valley, they keep their kids away from technology for some time at least. You cannot do away with technology, you must have it, but make sure that your cell phone is switched off in the night before you go to bed and doesn't open up till you have your breakfast in the morning. Right? And for kids also, we should limit their virtual timing and encourage them to be more social and have group interaction. This is necessary. Otherwise, they spend all their time in video games and they don't spend with the real time with the kids, friends. I think encouraging them in more real-time engagement with the society can make a big difference. Yeah.
Gurudev. Our second question comes from Reverend Tracy O'Connor.
Thank you so much for coming to Ireland. We've been waiting a long time for you to come. Thank you. My question to you is, in all of the faith paths in the world, Ireland would be one that is religiously Catholic. And we have such a diverse community now that is opening up, that is opening our awareness to different faith paths. And I believe that a lot of these faith paths encourage us to go to the presence without, where you're encouraging us to bring the presence within. I would love to see all of the faith paths encouraging all of their followers, everyone, to come to the presence within. How can we do this? How can we achieve this presence within amongst all of the faith paths so that we can be more connected with each other?
Yeah. I think first we must start thinking as what you have said. We should have the will to connect with everybody and connect with ourselves. This is the essence of every faith. The kingdom of God is within you. This is what is said in Bible. Kingdom of my Father is within me. This is what is said by Buddha. This is what is said by Lord Krishna. Where everyone meets is spirituality. I would call that spirituality. Our practices are different. Faith is different. Read different prayers. We should keep all that thing as we continue to nurture our traditions. We need to have, the world is full of diversity and we should preserve the diverse tradition. But where everybody can meet is inner silence. And once we are in touch with our inner silence, there is no way that compassion and love cannot become part of your life. It just so that love and compassion and kindness and creativity, sense of belongingness is inevitable. And that is what we need to create. Isn't it? Yeah.
How can you maintain hope in a hopeless situation? A situation with a person who continuously makes and breaks promises and asks for a chance after chance.
How can you forgive?
How can you maintain hope in a hopeless situation?
Hope in a hopeless situation, yeah. That is when you have to keep the hope. When things are going well, you don't need to keep the hope. The strength of your hope is when situations are very bad around you. This is where faith can help you, spirituality can help you, meditation can help you, good company can help you. You know what the difference between a good company and a bad friend? A good company is you sit with someone and tell them your problem and you walk away from them feeling the problem has already disappeared or it is small. The bad company, I would say, is you sit with someone and share your problem to them, and when you are walking away from them, it appears to be much bigger than what you thought. So your friends are there to kindle the hope. You know, and they should make you feel that, hey, these challenges you can manage this. It's not so big.
Dear Gurudev, how does an enlightened person act and behave in everyday life?
Just normal. Like a child, live in the present moment. The present is what that is, And yogis are like children again, but with depth. They don't cry for small things. Yeah. And no barrier, no prejudice against anybody. Don't hold any grudge against anyone. No prejudice, no barrier. And beyond what appears to be the cause and effect phenomenon. For every effect you look for a cause. And when you are so centered, then you find there is a bigger cause of all the causes. And so your worldview is completely different. Yeah. So you're not hooked on, oh, this is the cause of that, and blah, 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 and then the mind goes, and blah. You're free from all that stuff. Yeah.
Dear Gurudev, thank you for coming, spreading your loving energy, and sharing your wisdom. I'm wondering if you could tell me how to live peacefully and comfortably in both peacefully and the spiritual world at the same time. I find it hard to balance them and not just live it one at a time. Thank you.
Look, first of all, you have to keep away this idea, it is hard. When you want to learn bicycle, if you think it is hard, you are going to hit the footpath all the time. But when you think you can do it, you definitely can do it. You have done it. Just look back. Look back in the past, how many challenges you have had. You went through them all, and you're still alive and kicking. So if you get a challenge now, know that you can handle it. You know, nature never gives you a challenge which you cannot solve it. Nature never puts a problem in front of you that you cannot handle it. Just have faith on this. No? In India, there is a saying in Tamil that God measures the tail before He puts it on an animal. That's in the same, so that it can wag its tail easily. You know, if a dog has an elephant tail, it cannot even lift it. You know, see? So your problems are like your tail, which you can easily wag. So you can really handle them. That faith or, faith in His power helps you to see your problems are small and you can handle that. It brings up the confidence from within you.
Dear Gurudev, what is it that you say to the terrorists in order to put their arms down? You have done this before, but I'm curious what you have said to them.
I just smile at them. I tell them I understand their predicament, I understand their problem, and that's all. And that's it. You know, they feel they're not understood. The love can transform people, you know. Because we're all made up of a stuff called love. Like our body is made up of amino acid, carbohydrate, protein, minerals. Our spirit is made up of love. But then that spirit, when it gets distorted, that becomes all this anger, hatred, and all that. So it just needs a little cleansing, little tapping on it, and the real love that shines through everyone. See, violence doesn't lead anyone anywhere. You know, it only destroys you. It destroys others, it destroys you too. So when you just bring this awareness to them, and they come out of it. Yeah.
Dear Gurudev, I had lost my father recently, and either I am not able to meditate at all, and whenever I go deeper in meditation, the pain of losing my father comes up. Tears roll down and I go out of meditation. How to overcome pain, what exactly I shall do to be normal again, be able to meditate again.
You have said that when you go deep, the tears come out. That is okay. You're touching that chord of love deep within you. There are two types of tears. One tear that comes out of misery, another tear that comes out of love. When the chord of love is touched, then tears flow. It is okay. Welcome that. In meditation, feel that your Father's blessings are with you. His DNA is with you. In every cell of your body, your Father is already there. Yeah.
Dear Guruji.
It just, suppose your father is in another city, how do you connect? You know that he is in somewhere, isn't it? So he is in some other, another level, another planet. Let him be there. Anyway, you are also going to go there. Everybody is going to go there one day. So some have gone earlier, others will go later, catch the later flight. Maybe a couple of days later, a few months, few years later. That's all. So you should accept that, that people have to go. And when they're gone, let them be happy, let them be peaceful. Yes? Yeah. And your meditation will also bring you that soothing vibration to different planes, to their soul as well. Yeah. Yeah. Next.
Dear Guruji, what is a day in the life of Guruji like?
Oh, always unique, never monotonous, never the same, many challenges. Yeah. I keep listening to the challenges that people face day in and out, and I give them my piece of whatever advice, blessings. Yeah?
Dear Guruji, what is mindfulness? Is it the same as meditation?
No, mindfulness is just the portico. It's the driveway of meditation. If meditation is the house, is the castle, mindfulness is just the driveway. Don't stay in the driveway. You need to come to driveway, but get into the bungalow. Yeah? That is meditation. Mindfulness has become a new fad after so many years of people learning about, hearing about meditation. So it is good to be alert, to be conscious, to be mindful, but it's just the surface of meditation. Yeah.
Dear Guruji, my teenage child does not listen to me. He's moody and he disconnected, and I worry he's gone into a bad crowd. What can I do? Thank you so much for coming to Ireland. Please do come to Belfast.
Yeah, I could see the Belfast. Yeah. Yes. Sometime, yes, sure. Now, teenage kids' parents cannot handle directly. It won't be very successful if you advise your teenagers. But there is one way you can catch them. You know how? Catch hold of their friends. Their close friends will listen to you. You know, you have to be a good uncle and aunt before you can become a good parent. As uncle or aunt for the friends of your kids, you can influence them, and through them you can influence. You know, in India, in the mango groves, when kids would go to pluck mangoes, what we do is we throw stones. Then you cannot throw the stones or take the stick and hit the mango, otherwise all the juice will be on the floor. You had to hit it indirectly. You had to throw the stone at the branch that the mango falls. In the same way, if you want to impact your teenage children, go through their friends. Catch hold of 4 or 5 of their friends. Sit with them, talk to them, have party with them. Then you see what will happen. Okay.
Dear Guruji, you met His Highness Pope Francis recently. Can you share in brief what discussion you had?
I was there for a conference, and it's a conference, was very fruitful conference on, on digital, impact of digital world on the children, on younger generation. You know, how children, and then child abuse, so many cases around the world, child trafficking and all this. So, the Holy Father there was very concerned, and he has initiated this. And bringing together all religious leaders, faith leaders. And that is needed in the world today, yeah? The faith leaders have a role to play, and if they give a voice to the population to use less of those gadgets, and also make an impact on the governments around the world to bring stringent legislation against all child pornography and child abuse in the cyberspace. That's become a big problem, right? So, and I was mentioning about the blue whale type of games, that video games which has such a bad impact on children. So we were all concerned about the welfare of our children and coming generation, how just drowning in the digital world is harming their whole life, It's affecting their nervous system, it's affecting. So we all discussed about that. Yeah?
I meditate regularly and do yoga every day, but I still find I get depressed. Am I doing something wrong?
Do them more. Yeah? Or get out and engage yourself in some service project, service activity. The formula to get depressed is just sit and think, what about me, what about me, what about me, what about me? You're bound to get depressed if you're only self-centered. You have to have some action plan for your life. Serve the society, serve the needy. When you put your energy in caring for others, Not just sitting and thinking, what about me, what about me? Okay, I do very good yoga, but what about me? Will not work. You have to express your belongingness, your compassion with others, and where there will be depression. No way. You should engage in service activity. Must for anyone who does any of the practices. Yeah. See, people who are engaged only in service activity, they get burnout. They feel after doing some activity, many of the people from Red Cross and other institutions, when they are working so hard, they have severe burnout. Then they drop it. That is no good. And those who are just interested in well-being, welfare of themselves and being fit with yoga and other things, they are on the other extreme. They're only focused on themselves all the time, That will also not work. You have to tread the middle path. The middle path is you do your practice so that it doesn't burn you out, and then you do service, and they both complement each other. Yeah? Okay, one last question.
Iran is going upside down right now. Many protests and people are getting killed. Is there nothing we can do but just watch what to do?
What's that? The world is going upside down.
Iran.
Iran. I was just giving a message to the protesters in South America. I told them, this 20th century, every human being has a right to protest, right to concern their voice, raise their voice. But we don't have right to cause injury to life and property. So I appeal to the protesters in Chile, Bolivia, Nicaragua, Salvador, Venezuela, to keep in mind while you voice your concern, while you express your anger about the injustice or things that are not right, or when you want to voice your demands, make sure that you don't cause violence. Any demonstration, protest should go in the non-violent manner. Otherwise, because violence doesn't lead you anywhere, doesn't bring you your desired result. Right? So it's something that our population world over need to be educated. On one side is the oppressing regimes, on the other side is the restless demonstrators. And the middle path is compassion and caring for the regime and non-violent means of protest and voicing one's concerns. That we need to bring. So Iran is also going through this. It's very sad. But let's pray that some solution emerges in all this situation. Okay, anything else?
One last question.
Yeah.
How to bring back feminine energy within this world, which is led by masculinity?
I think it's already there. You simply have to recognize. Only yesterday I was addressing the Forum for Women from Africa. I saw so many women, folks from all countries of Africa, very vibrant, taking a lead role. If women empowerment is needed, it was in Africa more than anywhere else. The other parts of the world are already, and in the Arab world, of course. But I think it's happening. The women should take the front seat, at the same time not forget their feminine nature of caring and compassion and, fineness. They can balance both. Yeah, meditation can help you. Wonderful. Okay, then. Are we going to finish with some harp music? Yeah. Go ahead. How many of you would like to come to India from Ireland? I would like to welcome you all. Come. And our Indian ambassador is here. Sanjeevji, he will give you visas. No problem. Sandeepji will give you visas and you can all, come. And maybe someone here who is a travel agent can, when it's very cold here, you can bring the group from here and you have a home there. You can come and spend a week or so in yoga, meditation and Ayurveda. This is something, I would like the people of Ireland to be benefited. That's Ayurveda, I don't want them to be deprived of this 5,000-year-old excellent science, attending to which, you can avoid many health issues. It's a very good preventive medicine as well as curative. So a holistic approach to health and well-being with Ayurveda will be very, very useful to the population here. And it will also reduce the cost of medical interventions.